Hey, how's it going? This is another video in my series, Reading Children's Books Backwards. Okay, I haven't done one in a little while. Well, I do a few in a row. So this is actually, well, that doesn't matter. Okay, we might as well get started. Okay, there's the back. It's a jar, and it looks like a round thing there. I don't want to give it away. There's all kinds of foods there. There's a bread, cookies, cinnamon rolls, pastries, muffins. Okay, let's read this. Poetry night. Because we're all smart cookies. Aha, aha. Okay, so she's a cookie. Interesting. Okay, let's see. As for me, I've learned that I can write and I can think of great ideas. And I've found plenty of other things I'm good at too. I no longer feel lost at sea. It's more like floating down a river. And the best part is, there's always more to learn. Okay, that's great. But now I know that you can be smart in many different ways. You don't have to have the answers to every question or suddenly be great at everything all at once. You just need a chance to try all kinds of things, to find out who you are and what you like to do. Oh, there he is. He's doing recording videos, skateboarding, lifting weights, helping out a croissant there that crashed, playing music. Okay. School was a bit different after that. I wasn't so scared to raise my hand or ask a question or share my work. Sure, some things still don't come as easily for me as they do for others. Okay, there. She's raising her hand. She's painting. Oops, she's playing golf and it hit her in the face. The ball. Okay. The rest of the day was a blur. By recess, I was already planning my next poem. I would call it My Sweet Morning. Aha! I thought when I came up with the title. Later that afternoon, Miss Biscotti handed me a note. It said that I should keep on writing, no matter what. That meant so much to me. Oh, she wants to be a writer. Aha! I had done it. I'd created something and shared it with the world. Well, my world at least. Okay. And in the end, everybody clapped and cheered. I promise you this, I'll never ever forget it. Miss Biscotti was beaming. No one but you could have written that poem, she said. It was completely original. Oh, she wrote a poem. This poem is called My Crumbly Days. Crumby. My crumby days, I said. My voice cracked, and then I read it aloud. As I spoke, I noticed some kids nodding at certain lines. Other kids laughed at parts that were supposed to be funny. As I built toward the finale, I felt myself becoming more confident and animated. Wow, that's great. My crumby days, crumby. See there. I think there's two pages. Okay, here we go. But I made my way to the front of the classroom. I noticed my hands were shaking. My mouth went dry. Oh, he's gonna read his poem. His or her. I don't know if it's a her or his. Him or her. The cookie. Finally, Miss Biscotti turned to me. Would you like to share anything? She asked. Gulp, I gulped. I thought I'd probably crumble under the pressure. It was neat seeing how everyone was good at such different things. Oh, The croissant was good at chemistry. Right there. Croissant. The following day, Miss Piscotti asked for volunteers to share what we'd created. One kid showed off his original frosting art. Another kid revealed her sprinkle distribution machine. Oh, sprinkle there. Sprinkles on the cupcake. And then frosting on the donut. Okay. Aha, I said when I was finished. I couldn't sleep that night, but it wasn't because I was worried. It was because I was excited. I felt like I had really accomplished something. I felt smart. Oh, right there. What did he do? He or she, they don't say. I came up with a title based on how I had been feeling. My crumby days. After that, the rest of it seemed to fall into place. I wrote and I wrote. I lost track of time. An hour went by in a flash. There we go. I stared out the window and watched the rain hit the river. There was something mesmerizing about the water. How it moved in such a chaotic way, swirling around and around, yet ultimately figuring out exactly where it needed to go. Aha! Suddenly, I had an idea. I decided to write something original. A poem. When I got home, I immediately went to work. At first I tried a cooking project. The results were half-baked. Next I tried to hammer and nail something. It splintered immediately. Then I tried making a sculpture. It was a complete bust. I remembered if I was about to fail yet another assignment, I was stuck. Can you see that? Baking, building something, and then sculpting something at the bottom. I felt like I had a million butterflies in my stomach. Create anything, something original, due tomorrow. Gulp. Uh-oh. It all started with a homework assignment. Ms. Biscotti requested our attention one afternoon. Tonight I would like you to create something completely original, she announced. It can be anything you want. Please bring it to class tomorrow. That's the homework. That was it. There was no further instructions. Ms. Biscotti winked at me as I gathered my belongings. Winked at her. At it. Him or her. They don't say that Cookie is either a girl or boy. It doesn't say. Which is good. That's a great idea. I'd stay awake and stare out the window and worry. And it went this way day after day after day. But then something happened that changed everything. At night, I slept in a cookie jar. I had about 6 dozen roommates. Move. You move. No, you move. No, you move. No, you move. Occasionally we had a lesson where I had absolutely no idea what was happening. I just couldn't keep up. I imagined that my desk was a raft and that I was completely lost at sea, because that's what it felt like. It wasn't because I didn't care, and it wasn't because I didn't try. Sometimes I'd get distracted and mess up, even though I knew the material. There were the most frustrating moments of all. Once I misspelled the word dough. That was rough. Another time I added when I meant to subtract. Not a good student. But I didn't get the best grades, and I never raised my hand because I couldn't think of the answers as fast as the others. and I was the last to finish most tests. Ah, not good. Looking back, I had some trouble in my early days. I went to school in a gingerbread house. Our teacher, Ms. Biscotti, was kind and patient. When I arrived each morning, she'd wave at me and smile. Cool. I wanted to be a cookie who knew all the answers, a cookie who felt confident in a group, a cookie who said, aha, when solving a puzzle. Like this. Aha! These days, life was sweet, but my journey wasn't always a cakewalk. When I was younger, I couldn't imagine fitting in here. For a long time, I didn't feel comfortable speaking up or sharing my ideas. I didn't feel like a smart cookie. He's in a bakery. Pretty fantastic, eh? Oh, all that stuff there. Welcome to our little community. It's a warm and supportive place to spend some time. Oh, just look at that there. In the bakery, I guess. Okay. Come on in to the bakery, yeah? Greetings. I'm a cookie. I live in a bakery on the street corner near a river. The Smart Cookie. That's what it was called. That's what this book was called. From the #1 New York Times best-selling team, Jory, John, and Pete Oswald. I think that's right. Jory. Okay. To Mom. That's JJ. For Carm. P.O. Pete Oswald. JJ is the Jory John. Let's see here. Okay. I'm a smart cookie just like you, but I didn't always feel that way. Find out how a dash of creativity and a sprinkle of confidence help one cookie learn that perfect scores and having all the answers aren't the only ingredients for intelligence. In this sparkling edition of the #1 New York best-selling series by Jory John and Pete Oswald. Okay, little thing there. Okay, the Smart Cookie. Okay, hope the video came out all right. Okay, that was great. He was a poet, and he didn't know it. He tried other stuff, and he didn't know what to do. But he's a writer. Okay, great. I'll sign off now. Remember, live your life and see what happens. Okay, later.